Oh, I'd like to know your thoughts on this actually. How much influence and control do you feel like you have over your life? So are you one of those people that's like, I co-create, I manifest everything, I draw everything in, like all the opportunities, you've created them for yourself? Or are you kind of like, you know what, I just trust the universe, God, anything, you know, whatever's gonna come my way and see?
I think it's a combination of both. You know, it's definitely...
Everyone says that.
Yeah, it's definitely, okay, this lane does not exist. Like, there hasn't been this lane before. And my heart is telling me to create it. So I'm gonna pave this way. And then once you start moving and creating this new lane, then opportunities come, blessings come, doors open, and the universe and God, you know,
Provides.
makes a way, provides.
Right.
You know, so for me, it was always it was like, okay, I'm doing poetry, which wasn't a typical thing to do when I first started.
Right. Yeah.
You know, there was folks that did poetry.
Yeah, but it wasn't
kind of a
spoken
pioneer.
word wasn't really a thing.
There were a lot of poets doing their thing. You know, it wasn't. You know, I was one of a beautiful group of people that were pushing the art forward and continuing an art form that had been around for you know, forever. I mean, poetry's been here forever. So
since words have been around.
hey man, it was the beat. It was the beat and the word. You know, so what were we talking about?
You were saying, so I think you were trying to say that you initiate, like.
Oh yeah. So that's what. So
universe takes over.
So when I first started, what I learned quickly was that one thing always led to another. You know, so I would do a show, like even Miss Argue making me do that show, and that led to the next show, and that led to the next, and the next, and next, and next, and then. Okay, man, can you come to New York? Can you come to Philly? Can you come to Atlanta? Can you do this show? Can you do this commercial? Can you get on this record? Can you, it's always...
So things started flowing. But you put in, so you kind of did the footwork. Because I'm thinking for people that don't really know how to kind of create or at their start of like, you know, because a lot of people work for other people, and I'm hearing a lot lately that people are like, I just want to have my own
Be
path
my own boss.
and create my own, So would you say it's imperative to like put in the footwork first, like have a dream, have a kind of
take
direction
action towards that.
take action, and then things start flowing.
Yeah, just go hard. You know, go hard with what you love to do, and let people know.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta let people know. Closed mouth don't get fed. So you have to trust yourself. And when I say trust yourself, like trust your instincts and your gut. You know, your gut say go, go. If it say stop, stop. You know, you gotta
be in tune with.
Be in tune and put in the work. Get out. Meet people, you know, because networking is everything. And even if you work for yourself, you still have to work with people.
Of course,
so,
it's always a team. You always need other people's help.
Yeah, you need those partnerships. I haven't done anything on my own. You know, it's always been a friend, a colleague, or somebody I met, or that help facilitate these opportunities, or maybe
believed in you.
Yeah, I feel like I don't tell anybody something that they don't already know. Yeah. You know, my job is to just
remember exactly.
Because I'm still, working on remembering too. And through this poetry, it allows me to remember. It allows me to say, oh man, like love yourself, believe in yourself. Go after it. Like can't nothing stop you. Like just keep going, just keep going.
And so you kind of self-motivate.
Yeah.
Like, so what happens when you're having a really low moment? What kind of mentality do you adopt to still go forward and attack?
I write about it. I breathe.
I mustn't forget to breathe.
I work on. It's hard because you're dealing with emotions, and it's our human nature to battle with those feelings and those emotions. But I work on trying to find the lesson in it. Because we go through life and things happen in life, and I feel like we're going through it for a reason. There's a reason this is happening. So I can either feel one way or the other about it. I still have to deal with whatever it is that's happening. But I can either have a positive outlook about it, or I can get low about it. And it's not that I don't get low, but I just try and
you make the choice to see it from a different way.
Yeah, and try and pick myself up, you know, and not, you know,
stay in it.
Yeah, because
So
I've sat in it. I know I've sat in it.
I've dwelled.
Had
it's
those
easy
moments.
to do. It's harder
It's
to
very
be positive, and that's one of the things I learned from Charlie as her friend. This girl will have thing after thing after thing happen to her. She'll be like, yeah, but you know the good thing is, and I'm like, what's the good thing about it? Yeah, but the silver lining is, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's the only way. Trust me, otherwise I'll just don't know what will happen to me.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
You'll
easy for me to dwell, but then so I always envy that in people. It's like, because it's a choice to kind of look at it which way or the other.
You'll get lost in it. You'll spiral out of control.
Yep. Get deeper into it. The rabbit hole, as we call it.
Because I mean, I don't know about you guys or you guys. I struggle with I struggle with the fine line between allowing it but then moving forward. So sometimes I won't even allow myself to feel because I just want to be positive and move forward, but I think that can be detrimental because you're suppressing it. Other times, like, I'll be like, no, I'm gonna, you know, let myself feel this, but then I'll just bawl my eyes out for hours and I'll just be stuck in it. And so I'm kind of still learning. I don't know where you're at with that, but like, the fine line between grieve but then move on with your life and apply the positive.
It's a balancing act, you know, and I'm nowhere near perfect at it. You know, I work at it, but I'm not perfect at it. You know, life is gonna happen. There's no avoiding that. Life is gonna happen. You know,
ups and downs.
Ups and downs. You know, and that's part of the beauty in life is that, you know, it is day and night. It's, you know, light and dark.
Light and
you know,
dark.
Contrast.
Contrast and balance. You know, so the key is finding your balance in the
mess.
In the shit.
For real.
You mentioned meditation as like a way for you to kind of clear your mind and get those creative juices flowing. But for people like me, it's a hard practice to get started with, and it's a hard practice to keep going with. I don't know why. I think I like guided meditation, but even then I feel like I can't get in there. So have you found, like, what's an easier way? Because I'm assuming you practice meditation all the time.
Not all the time, but I do.
Okay. So maybe for me and some other people out there who are trying to get started, because it is such a beneficial thing to do with your life, what do you suggest? What are your tips to kind of really get in there and close the mind? What are techniques that you use?
Well, it's just a matter of just slowing down. Like, I know we're all in this race. You know, we all moving.
Trying to get somewhere, trying to catch our goals.
Man, you gotta get that money, get that bag, gotta deal with this,
dream,
deal with that, you know, deal with
Yeah.
your significant other, you know, your job,
Constant.
whatever it is, you know, your dreams. So you constantly, you know, moving. So it's important to just take moments, just slow down for a minute. And maybe that's, you know, what I learned is that, and this is something actually Deepak,
I love Deepak.
Yeah, Deepak, that's the homie Deepak Chopra.
Oh, I love that.
So,
he's the one that I use the guided meditation with, because the sound of his voice, I'm like,
It's so relaxing.
Sing
I
me to
never get
sleep,
through a
my friend.
meditation because it puts you to sleep.
oh my God,
I love
I've definitely fallen asleep.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Which is kind of
It's
the
like,
idea, really. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. It's like the closest stage to sleep without sleeping, you know. So,
Dozing.
but what he one of the things that he taught me is that poetry is a form of meditation. You know, it's slowing down, it's calming yourself, it's listening. You know, it's the addition of the physical movement and putting the words down, but it's just calming yourself.
Your mind's in the same state.
Yeah. You know, exercising is a form of that. You know, like.
So you're saying that whatever you think works best for the self is like, whether it's sitting and listening to music, it doesn't have to be meditation in the form that people think it is.
Like,
That's
whatever
true.
it
Coloring
is.
sometimes has helped me. Like if I like doodling, or you know, you just get in that mode of you get to turn your mind off for a second.
Yeah.
I noticed you're married.
Yes.
For how long?
13 years.
Okay,
We
so
old school.
I love it. No, I'm getting married, and I just want to know what's your best piece of marriage advice.
Okay, so
Great
I'll
question,
pass on
Jess.
advice that we've gotten.
Oh no, what you?
No, but I agree with it. Like,
Okay,
it's true. So,
Gotcha.
So the main two is never go to sleep mad. Like it ain't that serious. It's not that serious. Like never go to sleep mad. And the other ones is keep people out your business. Keep folk out of your business.
I haven't heard that one yet.
That includes everybody. That includes parents, siblings, friends, classmates. Like, keep folk out of your business, because what happens, and this is something that I learned, is like, y'all go through something and you vent, and then y'all get through it, but they they still mad at
for what happened. Yep.
Exactly. So
and then
then
they
they act
hold on to
different.
that.
Oh, that is
Yeah, and then they start looking at them sideways, like,
You're like, no, we're good though.
Yeah, like,
I'm
man,
so
hey,
pissed
you hurt
about
my
it.
boy.
And you're
it's
over it
like,
with the friends on.
you know, so it's like, keep folk out your business, you know what I mean?
Love that.
I really like. Okay, those are.
And then you know, you're constantly growing. Just as human beings, we're always growing and evolving. So you know, it's just just always, you know, support even in the changes and the evolution. It's like, you know, just support one another, smile and laugh as much as possible, and and listen.
Listen. Yeah.
Like, listen. Like that's something I work on because I talk.
For a living.
So I gotta quiet myself and listen, you know. So those are some of my
Oh, I really like that.
my marriage tips.
Hey, you are full of good tips.
I know you're so. You're
You should
so
talk to her.
wise.
Like she break it down. Bang, 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 bang,
We'll
bang.
get
Yeah.
Tari
Teray.
We'll get Tari.
Oh, yeah, we
on the
should.
show next time she's in LA if she wants to come on.
Yeah,
All the merrier on this show.
She'll love to.
Tell us quickly, very last thing, about John Legend, because I know that you are the reason that he's called John Legend. So tell us.
That's really
Okay,
cool.
so the story goes.
Make it
So
quick.
the quick version. So I was called to be on this record, Never Let Me Down, which was on the College Dropout, Kanye's first album. So I did a song with Kanye and Jay-Z. And the night that I recorded the record, we listened to the song over and over and over and over and over again. And then Kanye was like, have you heard of this singer named John Stevens? And I was like, yeah, I've been hearing about him in New York. He's like, man, let me play your song. So he puts this song on. The song is beautiful, soulful, you know, it's old school, new school. It was just refreshing, just beautiful music. So then an hour later, John Stevens comes in the studio. I was like, yo, what's up, man? I'm J.Ivy. I'm a poet from Chicago. I heard your music. I was like, it's amazing, man. It sound like that music from the old school. I was like, man, it sound like that music my folks used to listen to. I was like, dog. I was like, you sound like one of the legends. I was like, you a legend. You a legend. I said, matter of fact, that's what I'm going to call you from now on. I'm going to call you the legend. So I started calling him John the Legend, John the Legend. But it's just me and him talking. You know?
Oh, my God.
So a couple days later, we're still in the studio. We were at Record Plant in Hollywood. And we're in the lounge, it's like 10, 12 of us, Kanye, Cootie, director, he was documenting, Teray, Don C, a couple other folk. So then in walks John Stevens, everybody shouting him out, oh, John Stevens in the building, John Stevens, what up, John Stevens, what up, what up? And I was like, John Legend. And everybody looked at me and they looked back at him and they said, oh, shit. And then Kanye was the main one. He's like, you John Legend from now. You John Legend from now.
That is, I love that.
You literally gave him the name.
So that's how
Yeah.
I got the name.
How cool is that?
Dang.
That's a great story.
That is
Thank
an
you for
amazing
sharing that.
story. Yeah, thanks for sharing.
And I will say, I love sharing that story, but I will say that moment would not have happened if fear had gotten away, because the only reason I was there was because of my gift. I was there because my buddy Cootie called me up and was like, Kanye got this song with him and Jay-Z on it, he want to put a poet on it. I told him to put J.Ivy on it, and I said, oh, for real? Oh, I'm on it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't get fearful. I didn't
Make him an
I
excuse not to
I
do
seized
it.
the moment. You know, I seized
Good
the
for you,
moment.
because it could have been easy to completely
Yeah.
go the
Oh,
other
yeah.
way.
You know, I trusted my instinct, my gut,
Yeah.
and relied on my gift. And next thing I know, I'm on a plane, and
And you're there.
all of me is by John Legend and not John Stevens.
Right.
Oh,
Biggest
such
wedding
a good,
song.
Such a good story.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Yo, it's your man J.Ivy rocking with my girl Jess and Charlie, and this is the show.
Yeah.
Keep
See
it
you
locked.
next time.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.